Welcome back to Collecting Cars. Now imagine the scenario, I get a call to say come to the office, pick up the Collecting Cars Defender, hitch up a trailer and go and pick up something racy for some hot laps. What they didn't say is that something racy wasn't a track-focused Porsche, it was in fact an all-electric Renault Twizy. But not any Renault Twizy. The car I'd be driving has more than a few upgrades. This is a limited edition Renault Twizy by Oakley design. It's technically classed as a quadricycle, and in this guise it's particularly rare, one of only 5 F1 inspired Twizys ever built. It's powered by an asynchronous motor producing 17 brake horsepower, which is sent to the rear wheels using a single speed transmission, delivering a top speed of around 60 miles an hour following the fitment of a tuning box. The Twizy is equipped with a 6.1 kilowatt-hour battery with an upgraded range of around 60 miles, and it's recharged through a 3-pin plug-in cable which is stored in the vehicle's nose. I mean, have you ever seen an electric car as cool or as bonkers as this one? I don't think I've seen anything quite like it, and it's clear where the inspiration has come from because the F1 influences are absolutely everywhere. But whilst this might look something off the cover of Max Power, this is no backstreet mod job. All its aerodynamic elements are crafted from high temperature pre-preg carbon fibre, which is used to make the chassis and body panels from Formula 1 cars. And it doesn't stop there. Many of its parts are from Formula 1 and Formula 2 cars, including these wheels and the centre lock hubs. These wing mirrors come from the 2015 Formula 1 season, and down here we've got a full carbon fibre side diffusers. The car's also got full carbon fibre front and rear spoilers, a lower front valance and a rear diffuser. And the rear diffuser also has an LED rain light fitted, which looks really cool when you're going around the track. Now of course we can't ignore this really vibrant bright green paint, and actually if you look really closely you can see these little gold flecks which have been ground up into the paintwork there. And actually there were only 5 of these Twizys, as I said, and each one of them was a different colour. This car actually shares a colour scheme with a Lamborghini that was going around with the green and gold at the same time. And this car also shares something else with Lamborghinis because we've got these wonderful scissor doors. Now quickly, while the door is up, you can see this panel. So look at this little Perspex clear panel. And what's amazing, as you'll see when we go out later on, is that when you're driving, you can see through to the front wheel as you're driving along. Around the back of the Twizy, there's just a few really nice details. Look at this spoiler, for example, and you come back and look at the metalwork below here, and carved into here, we've just got the Renault emblem in there. Can you see that? That is absolutely brilliant. And then below, just down in here, you've also got the RS carved into the carbon fibre there. Can you see that? Renault Sport. The back has this massive Cyclops rear light, which is actually as wide as the whole Twizy. And then below, we've got that F1 inspired LED light sitting on the rear diffuser there. The roof is made from Perspex, and you've got these checkered flag decals, but it's really nice because it lets plenty of light into the cabin, but there's loads anyway because there are no windows in this thing. And here, much like an aerial atom, you're able to see the dampers, springs and steering arms. Now, as we've said, this is a fully electric car. So in here, as you expect, you'd find your charging plug, but this is actually a household plug. So you can plug this in your garage or wherever you may be, your friend's house. It'd be very easy to do that. You don't have to rely on other charging points. And then what else have we got in here? We've just got a little water bottle there just for your windscreen wipers. And that is it. So all in all, a very handy little urban cruiser. But what's it like inside? Let's go and step inside and take a look. Now first things first, when getting in the car, you've got to be careful not to step on the massive carbon fibre side diffuser. But when you get in, as expected, it's very basic. But with the Oakley design Twizy, there are numerous upgrades. First and foremost, you're presented with this sports racing steering wheel, which actually clips off just like that. And then just carefully pop it back on. There we go. Check it's on before I go driving. Now, in front of you, it's all very simple. To my left, hazard lights, 3 positions: drive, neutral and reverse, your indicator stalks and your wipers. When you turn the ignition, you've then got your full battery. We can see that the car's in neutral, and then we've got a speedometer there and the time of day. One of the cool things on the steering wheel is actually Oakley Design have put a little plaque there to show that this is 1 of 5 limited edition. There are these storage bins either side which you can lift up and pop some bits and pieces in. So that's really sort of the main front cabin storage. Behind you, of course, we've got this tandem setup. So I'll step out of the car quickly and you can see, a bit like the Carver video that I did, there's space for somebody to sit behind you. Not very much, legs akimbo style thing going on there, but you could do for short journeys, take a passenger with you. There is also some storage space in the back behind this seat. There's a little locker, you can sort of open that up there and store a few bits and pieces if you need to store it securely, because remember, this car has no windows, so anyone can just sort of reach in and open it up. It's totally exposed. And to that point, I'll just move this chair back because the seats are actually covered in this black vinyl. And if you look really closely here, there's just a little hole in the seat there, presumably for water to drain away if it gets into the cabin. The other cool thing about the Twizy is that you can get in and out either side, so you're never going to be jumping out of it into oncoming traffic. Now that's pretty much it for the interior. There's no point bringing this thing to a track and not driving it. So let's close up, seat into position, key on, fly off handbrake, hit drive, and away we go. The great thing is I've got the track to myself for now, which is fantastic. Oh! So when they first made this, it was really a promotional tool for Renault to promote the Twizy, and you could see people like Sebastian Vettel thrashing one around the F1 paddock. Very, very cool. And then of course the standard road-going Twizy came out, but fortunately Oakley Design took it a step further and thought, well, wouldn't it be great to have some limited edition F1 inspired Twizys out there in the road? I tell you what, we've picked a really good day. It's nice and sunny, dry. You're getting a few laps with this car is a lot of fun. Here we go, put the foot down on the straight. Woo! It certainly goes. And actually, if you were using this as a commuter, that is more than enough to pass cars or get off the lights. You don't need much more than that. Interestingly, in here, I've got a little box of tricks. Now I'm in eco mode, and if I press this button, I'll go to sport mode. Let's see what happens if there's much of a difference in sport mode. Oh yeah. 37 miles an hour. And I tell you what, it does feel a lot faster than 37 miles an hour because you're really low. And then when you look down, you can see the road thundering by, just the limits of the front tyre there. It's really very cool. I tell you what, this would just make every day that little bit more fun for those mundane journeys that you might have to do. Or even, quite frankly, if this was a promotional tool for you, you'd certainly be catching a lot of attention. It's quite talky actually. If you suddenly put the foot down, it really is responsive there, you can see that. But those big tyres on this little car take some encouragement when you turn in tight. Now the charge in the Twizy is more than enough for most of us to commute or go to the shops, little things. You have obviously got space in the back there. You get a few bits and bobs from the shops, or indeed if you're just picking up another passenger, it can do all of that. But it's certainly not going to be your main mode of transport. This is very much a toy, a promotional tool, or a weekend fun car. Now I'm told that the average lap time at this circuit is 40 seconds, and that's in a go-kart. So let's see what we can do in the Twizy.
Okay, James, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, that was pretty good off the line actually. First bend. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's beeping at me to tell me I'm doing it a little bit too fast through here. Power out. Keep it wide on this bend. Oh, come on, come on. Come on. Got to do it 40 seconds. Oh, that's a bit too fast in there. Yes. Clip that one. Come round here. All the way out. Come on, come on, come on. And across the line. Whoa. Oh, come on. That was my practice lap. Okay, so I didn't beat the average lap time, but then this isn't my car, so we're being careful and respectful. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Wait a minute, who's this joker? Seems we've got a little bit of a race on here. How much power has that got? 9 horsepower. 17. Wait for those lights to go green and we'll see who's boss. Oh, lights out, and it's green at the Brentwood Karting track, and I have got a blistering start. Where is he? I can see him in the rear view there. We are going to take this. Ooh. It really does pick up when you put it into sport mode. I've gone a bit wide there. It's probably going to take me on the next corner. Oh dear, that's messy. Yeah, he's got me on the inside. Oh, he just skids over those curves where I have to be a little bit more careful not to clip them. Right, concentrate, James. Oh, that was intense. I think that's enough of that for today, but incredible fun. Now, of course, you're not going to get many miles to the charge if you go tracking this vehicle, but around town it makes a lot of sense and makes mundane journeys a lot of fun. To see the full listing of this very special Oakley designed Twizy, head over to collectingcars.com. And for more videos like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you soon.